What's good, crypto? I'm your host, Marvin, here to bring you a daily scoop on what's going on in crypto. Water remains to be murky in crypto as anxiety builds, with Bitcoin slowly climbing out of the $46,000 region. People are scared to dive in and buy some cheap Bitcoin, which makes no sense to me. There's a lot of talks on crypto Twitter about a $37,000 Bitcoin, but is this all just smoke and mirrors before a major move? Let's talk about what's going on in the market, what I'm doing, and Solana continues to rocket. Lol. So let's dive on the crypto markets and let's see what's really going on, because there's so much other good news going on that I want to share with you guys. So remember, when in doubt, zoom out. But Monday through Friday, we come here to educate ourselves when it comes to investing in crypto to make life-changing wealth. None of this financial advice, just entertainment and just my opinion, as I'm not a financial advisor. So make sure to do your own due diligence. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Media by Marvin. I'm a photographer and I just want to get my art out there. So if you want to connect with me, chat with me on Twitter and Instagram. I'd love to connect with you guys. All that good stuff. But let's dive on in first with the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. First off, everyone is in the state of fear. We're at 45 when we were just last week at 74. Clearly the shakeout is freaking people out. People are nervous. People are having PTSD of what had happened over the summer. And you can see here that we have these clumps of greed all summer with the summer lull, and then we climb back up, and now with this little shakeout that we have due to the cascading effect of liquidations and derivatives, people overextending and getting greedy in their longs, getting absolutely wrecked, unfortunately. Really sad to see that. People are freaking out thinking it's something fundamental, but nothing has changed. The fundamentals only get stronger and stronger. Looking at the crypto market, we can see that we are up about 5% on the total crypto market. So crypto is slowly making a recovery, which is great to see. A lot of green today. We can see Ethereum up 3.5% almost, over $3,500. Bitcoin almost at $47,000 right now. Cardano at 258, close. Again, everything's starting to heal a little bit more and more. Binance Coin at 420. Solana hit $220 last night, I believe, which is absolutely insane. We're going to talk about Solana a little bit later, but we can see it wicked up to actually 215, continuing to make all-time highs, flipping XRP in market cap by $7 billion. This, if you have been following my YouTube channel, we were following Solana back when it was sub 10 billion. This thing has absolutely rocketed, and I've mentioned that I think Solana is too good of a project not to be above, the top 10, and it is. So it's great to see that. Dogecoin up 2%, kind of lagging. Uniswap climbing up. It really got a beating. It was down like to $22. Chainlink climbing up again, up closer to $30. And we can see that there's just a lot of good, healthy movement. Algorand has been on a tear recently. But as you can see, overall, the market is starting to move in the right direction. Things are healing. Nature is healing. But still a lot of good buy opportunities if you haven't taken advantage on the dips. AMP still down 5%, 10% down on the month. Honestly, this is really, really cheap and underperforming compared to a lot of other ones. And it's just a good project. So if you haven't picked up AMP, now is not a bad time to get some AMP. But not a lot of red today, as a lot of things are recovering. But you can still find some decent deals. XRP only up 1%. It was down a bit more yesterday. But overall, things are looking decent overall. Let's dive into the Bitcoin price action. So right now we're hovering at 46,899 as the time of this recording. And as I've been mentioning over these last couple days, do expect a lot of sideways price chopping, a lot of just sideways action, a lot of crab action moving left and right. A lot of people are calling for a $37,000 Bitcoin. I personally don't think that. A lot of people are saying that just because, we've gone down so hard. But personally, I just don't think we're going to go down to $37,000. Reason being is that we have such strong support along the way, especially at the $42,000 region. That's a huge area of support. And that's also where a lot of demand is. And that's where we actually bounced on the day of the major dippage. If we go down to the daily, you can see we got down to the $42,000 region, which is a huge area of support and demand. Now, with a major shakeout, if you guys haven't done your research, a lot of this shakeout has been because of liquidations in long. So a lot of people trading on derivatives just getting extremely greedy and getting completely bought out and sold out. How could this happen? Well, institutions have the ability to buy Bitcoin at huge prices and huge amounts. So if, let's say, this, put your tinfoil hat on, but if there's a huge whale that is trying to make Bitcoin look bad because of Bitcoin's adoption, all they have to do is buy a crap ton of Bitcoin, sell it at the top. They know that people are thinking that Bitcoin's going to continue to go higher. They sell it, crashes the price, and the liquidation cascade just happens. But nothing bad has happened in terms of like the actual investment happening. And let's see, if we look at this price action right here, you know, we have this long candle wick, another red candle, and then, you know, a green candle. If we go back to like days that this happened, we can see that, you know, these wicks do happen. We do see big price fluctuations in Bitcoin. These liquidation cascades do happen. And if we pull up the weekly, like, this is nothing out of the ordinary. Like, you can see that we've had great run-ups, you know, especially back in December or before we started having these major run-ups. You know, we have a couple of weeks of green, 2 red days, and then continuation upwards. I think we could be in the process of doing that, shaking out the longs, clearing out the trading books and all that good stuff, moving towards a better direction. So what to be mindful of? I would say if you haven't accumulated, you know, now's not a bad time. Like, of course, a better time is when you want to vomit and things are super low, like at 44,000. Of course, this is a better time to buy in. But if you haven't, you know what? Right now is not a terrible time to start accumulating some coins. For me, I picked up a lot of, you know, not just Bitcoin, but I've also picked up a bunch of other altcoins along the way. VeChain, I picked up some more Ethereum, some more Cardano. I wish I bought more Solana when it was $150, but I didn't. But you know what? You can't catch it all. There's a lot of good projects that were on sale. But right now, for me, the way I'm trading the market, I'm just accumulating. I personally believe that we are in a bull market. We are on a bull cycle. This is just one bad day. This is just one bad day in the term, in just of the bigger picture. If we just look at the daily, you know, or even on the weekly, we still have the rest of the week to close out. This is just one major red wick. And honestly, this won't be anything in the terms of the bigger picture. As long as we continue to go up, I would love to see Bitcoin close above 49,000. I think that would be great. If we're able to close over previous areas of resistance, if we're able to close over 48,500, that was a difficult area for us to get over. If we can close closer to that, I think that positions us well. And if we're able to close over 50,000, I think that will position us very well, and that would just make this week a very long candle. But that's what I think right now is going on. And some other things to keep in mind, you know, right now we have the golden cross coming soon. That's when the 50-day moving average crosses over the 200-day moving average, which is really good. This is a technical chart pattern indicating the potential for a major rally. Golden cross appears on a chart when a stock short-term moving average crosses over its long-term moving average, which is really good to see. We're finally starting to see that. And if we get this is just, you know, a very good indication of good things to come. Some people say it's a lagging indicator, which we have seen in the past, but I do think that this is a great indicator for a long-term bull market. So a golden cross suggests a long-term bull market going forward. It is the opposite of a death cross, which is a bearing indicator when a long-term moving average crosses under the short term. And we saw the death cross over the summer, and we actually saw the death cross occur when we were going down into the $29,000 region. It happened a couple of weeks before, and we saw continuation of it going down, and then we saw the boost up. So I do think that we're in for a treat. I do think we're the fundamentals are there. Things are looking great with El Salvador adopting Bitcoin. And another thing too, Ukraine legalizes Bitcoin yesterday. So there's just a lot of good stuff going on. I also saw news regarding MasterCard adopting or purchasing, hold on, let me see, Bloomberg. Here we go. drink some water. Microsoft, USPS, here we go. Hold up. MasterCard acquires CipherTrace to enhance crypto capabilities. MasterCard says latest investment helps accelerate and expand crypto-related strategy. Right now, companies and countries are talking about ways to implement and develop crypto strategies, which is insanely bullish. So again, a lot of good things coming for crypto. Again, when in doubt, zoom out. You know, I remember these days were super bad. These weeks were really awful. We are in a bull run, I truly believe. And you know what? If we have to continue to move sideways a little bit longer, that's just more opportunities to accumulate. So when in doubt, zoom out. I'm not concerned, honestly. I think we have a lot of positive stuff just happening in the market. So take every day, one day at a time. Be patient. We've come this far, and we're not going to stop. We didn't come this far just to come this far. I think, you know, we could continue to trade sideways a little bit before we continue to move up a little bit more. So just stay patient, stay calm, and just stack sats as you can. And just take it easy. But let's talk about Solana. Man, why is Solana on a tear? We are at $202. This is laughable. Like, if we take a look at the weekly chart, man, that is crazy to think that this was just our previous all-time highs at $52. People would kill to get back here. Right now, I think Solana is continuing to show strength because it is a completed project, and I've been mentioning this time and time before. Solana is a Cardano and Ethereum competitor. They have smart contracts, they have the NFT place, they have everything out already, and people are trying to get into NFTs as much as possible. And when you have all of that already built in, then why wouldn't people want to rush in? It's a completed project. It's a great project. It has the backing of FTX and so many more investors. Solana is going to be huge, and it will continue to be huge. And we've been following Solana for so long, since it was under $10 billion in market cap when it was like 18th or 20th place, and now it's ranked number 6. I mentioned before, I think Solana can get to $350. It could probably go higher. At this point, it could be up with Cardano, and if it does get to Cardano levels, which is only about a 2x from here, well, actually it's less than 2x. If we get up an extra like $22 billion, that would put roughly Solana about $350, where I mentioned before as my price predictions for Cardano. When the bull run continues to run and continues to move forward, and we see Bitcoin going to $60,000, $65,000, $70,000, and even 6 figures, which I do think is in the cards, putting the market cap of Bitcoin closer to about what, $2 trillion. It wouldn't be a surprise to me to see it reach the current half the market cap of Ethereum at $200 billion, which is insane to say right now. But $200 billion would put Solana at $800 a Solana. We'll continue to monitor Solana, and we'll continue to see how the market is performing. But if everything continues to move forward and we have a lot of fireworks this fall, I think there's going to be a lot of surprises for a lot of these altcoins, especially competitors in the NFT smart contract space, in my opinion. But let me know what you think Solana is going to hit this year. I think 350, 400 is a great area. I'll definitely be taking some profits off there, but I'm also going to have a moon bag that I'll let run just because I think it has everything it needs to get there. It's a complete version of Cardano. And if we see Ethereum triple or quadruple from here, I think seeing Solana triple or quadruple here as well is not, out of the question. I think it's in the realm of possibilities. And I'm really happy to see Ethereum running up well. And in yesterday's video, we talked about one of my favorite projects, Harmony. Where is Harmony? And Harmony also is on a run too. Harmony is up 6.5%. almost 7%, up almost 30% on the week, and up about 71% on the month. As we can see, I just want to pull up Harmony one more time. We can see that it had a beautiful run this morning, heading up to the 17 range, about 16.6 cents. Right now at 15.6 cents, since we had a little bit of just, a pullback. But man, if we take a look on the weekly, it is performing very, very well. It just hit a little bit of resistance here around the 16 cent mark, but its all-time high, it wicked up to 22 cents and it closed at about 20 cents. So we are about 20% away from our all-time highs. I do think Harmony has a lot of room to run as a great layer 2 solution for proof of stake and proof of work, bridging everything, and then also with its NFT plays that a lot of people aren't talking about, Da Vinci. So I think there's a lot of room there. But all in all, Bitcoin is doing well. It's starting to climb up. It's clawing out of this $46,000 region. And just remember why you invest in the first place, especially with Bitcoin. I remember when we were celebrating $35,000 Bitcoin, $38,000 Bitcoin, $40,000. I remember I almost bought a bottle of champagne when Bitcoin broke through $42,000. We are just under $47,000. We are about 10% away from where we just were. So in hindsight, just take a step back and relax. In the last week, we are only down 5.5%. So chill out. When in doubt, zoom out. We are not that far off from where we opened last week. Let's take a look. Again, I love doing this just because it's important to have perspective. I think a lot of people freak out too fast. Yeah. We opened this week at 48,000. We're $2,000 away. We're 2% away from where we opened. So when in doubt, zoom out, relax. It will be good. Everything is going to be fine. I personally think so. And you know what? If we do have a pullback, buy more. Buy more. You'll be thanking yourself years down the road. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow. We're here Monday through Friday covering everything crypto. And see you guys tomorrow. Stay well. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.